Lovely. Found you all. Evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday night's Facebook Live. I've had a bit of a technical issue beforehand, what's new, but I've just found you on my phone, which is really lucky. We are Monday the 28th of November, less than a month till Christmas, and I'm not ready. Is anyone else ready? If you are ready, don't tell me, I'll be very jealous. So it's been an interesting few weeks here in Kent, or with me. I've had the lovely on-stage event, which was in Vienna. I met some amazing people. I went with three of my team, and we had an absolute blast. It was a great chance to gather with lots of the demonstrators from all over the world and do some crafting, see some new product, win some new product and celebrate one another. So it was really lovely, and it's the first time in 3 years that we've been able to gather. So really special. Vienna was amazing. We did some Christmas markets, we did some touristy things, and yeah, it was a really, really lovely experience. What's new with me? So unfortunately I had a car accident a few weeks ago, last weekend, not weekend, just gone weekend before, so it's put me out of action for a little bit, but I'm getting there slowly. I'm back in the car driving, just not at night. I'm not enjoying nighttime driving, but we're okay, and that's the main thing. So lots of people joining tonight. Evening Sue, evening Margaret, evening Lisa. Hi Sandra, hi Roshni, hi Debbie, and hi Let. Hope you're feeling better, Let. So if you're on tonight, do hop on and say hello. I do try and keep up with the comments. Now I promised you all a run through of the the last chance sale from the mini catalogue, but my catalogue is in the house, and I haven't had time to go in and get it, so I'm really sorry, but I will do that with you all on Wednesday instead. This is one of those evenings where if I go into the house I'll disturb the children who are trying to settle to bed, so I'm hidden away out here. Okay, so I thought I would share some really cute little owls with you all. We were really lucky for attending on stage in Vienna. We were really lucky to be able to place a pre-order from this little beauty that's coming in January. Oh no, that's an old one. This little beauty here, and this little beauty here. So we were really lucky to order some new product, and I'll share some of that with you tonight. But my favourite thing in the celebration catalogue are these lovely adorable owls, which I've been sharing a little bit on my blog in the last few days, and I've had a lovely time colouring with them. So I'm going to share a bit of that. I've got my cup of tea, and we'll see where the evening takes us. So do sit back, relax, add your comments, add your questions. I'll try to keep up, and we'll attempt to make a couple of cards, and I'll show you a few things that are coming in January. So let me just flip my camera around and we will make a little start. Okay. I've been playing tonight with a streaming software, and I've got myself in a real pickle with the tech, so I'm just going to sort my camera out. And that's it, we're good to go. Right, so you can see my desk, which is always nice. So I can't actually show you what's in the catalogue, but I can show you a few things that I've been playing with. Oh, they're here, they're right in front of me. Okay, so this lovely little stamp set, Adorable Owls, is coming in January as part of the Celebration promotion. So Celebration is all about earning free product, and this is one of the stamp sets that you can earn for free when you spend £45. Those of you that follow me quite regularly, you'll know I absolutely love a colouring stamp set, and this has not disappointed me at all. So what I've done, and this is what I've started to do with stamp sets, and I shared a little bit about this in a group earlier, to give me a bit of inspiration. I sometimes find that the line drawn images, as cute as they are, they're not always inspiring, whereas to colour them in it's a good way to get started with a stamp set, but also I just find that speaks to me creatively. So what I've done, oh, and here I've got my list of blends that I've used. What I've done is I've taken this out. You can't actually colour on this with blends, but you can colour on it, but it's because it's glossy, you don't get a good blend. The ink just tends to move around. So what I've done is I have stamped these onto basic white card, coloured them in, cut them out, because then you get a true idea of how they're going to look. Stuck them down to my insert, and then just popped my insert back in. So yes, I know you can't see that when it's on your shelf, you only see this spine, but to have that around and to know that that's how they're going to look, or how they could look, I find really speaks to my creativity. And then inside, as I just showed briefly, I've added in the colours that I've used on those particular images. So I find with the owls, I wanted to go a little bit traditional, and yes, there are hundreds of different types of owls. I've gone quite traditional with browns and greys. So I've actually used the Natural Tones blends to colour my owls, like so, and then I've used some crumb cake and some other colours on these other owls. So I'm sure you will see lots of those popping up all over the place. Now I can't show you the cards that I've made because I sent those off with my card kits this weekend, but here's something that you'll see on the blog in the next few days. And I really like creating tags. It's a bit like a scrapbook page, but less, obviously it's smaller, and you just get a chance to just be as creative as you like on a tag. And this is something I've also started doing recently. You don't see a lot of people doing it, but it's really nice to just do something a little bit different. So here you'll see that I've used 3 of my little owls again. I've actually shaded in the back of my tag with polished pink ink and a Stampin blend, sorry, not a blending brush. And then I've actually used the shimmery white embossing, sorry, the shimmery white card, and then it's very porous, so I've just dropped some water on so you get this sort of splashed effect, and I quite like that. Added my owls in, and then you're probably wondering about these letters. Won't lie, when I saw these in the catalogue I did do a little bit of a squeal. So these are alphabet a la mode dies. So we haven't actually got any current alphabet dies. We used to have the playful alphabet dies, which looked like this, and they were really, really popular. I will never get rid of mine. I love them. Sadly, they retired them, so we've been missing some alphabet dies, but not anymore. So this is what they look like. You have 2 sheets of dies. You have duplicate letters in some places. There is a duplicate S. I just forgot to put this away. And then you have numbers. I think these are going to be incredibly popular. I believe they are £40 in the new catalogue when it comes out in January. Demonstrators can pre-order from December the 1st, and if you wanted to sign up in December as a demonstrator, you can order these in your starter kit. These are going to be so popular, and I just think they're great. Great for scrapbookers as well, for those of you that like scrapbooking. So I'll just pop this to one side, and then I'll show you another couple of things that we got in our goodie bags and what I've got here that I've ordered so far. I haven't ordered a massive amount from the new catalogue because I'm waiting for the 1st of December when we can order from the whole of it. So I chose this stamp set, Kind and Sincere. Beautiful script style words, and then you have these add-on sentiments as well. Just a few of them. Thanks for being so, on your big news, so very much, are in order, and then down here you've got sincere, heartfelt, friend, warm, again, and a few others. I'm really looking forward to playing with that. That's a cling stamp set, so the nice traditional red rubber ones, and I'll enjoy putting the stickers on those. We were lucky to have this decorative border stamp set, and this is a photopolymer set. You may have seen a post that I shared with this set a short while ago last week. This is beautiful to colour and to cut out. In our goodie box, we were really lucky to have hand-drawn dots. I love a background stamp. I love what you can do with them. And dots, well, I just love a dot. So I was really happy with this. This is nice size, really, really lovely background. And then we have this one. So this is Beautifully Happy. Beautifully Happy is another celebration item, so this one also can be yours when you place a when you place a £90 order from January. Celebration runs between January and February, and it's the only celebration promotion next year. So this one is photopolymer. You have 2 sheets of stamps. You have the outline imagery, and then you have the infill images as well. I've had a little play with that, but not massive at the moment. So that's all I can show you for the time being. So let's do a spot of crafting, shall we? Let's grab some card. And I'm going to start with some owls, I think. Let's have a little look. Let's have a slurp of my tea. Lots of people are joining. Evening, ladies. So, what shall we do with these owls then? I feel like I want to do something with this stamp here. And maybe this one, but twice. Maybe we can create a wreath out of this. What do you reckon? Should we give it a go? Let's give it a go. So these stamps are actually really quite large. This one here we want. Or maybe we can do our little owl sitting in the flowers. Oops. So when I had my car accident last week, I had an ink pad break, and I've got blue ink over absolutely everything. So let's do a little bit of cutting. Let's do 10.5 centimetres. Let's cut our card base. 10.5. And we'll do 14.9 there for our card base. Let's do that one, and let's do this one. Okay, I also have an idea for a Christmas owl, because who doesn't need an owl at Christmas? Okay, so let's do 9.5 by 13.9. So how is everybody? Is everyone keeping well? What's everyone got on their Christmas list, and who's eating the Christmas chocolates already? Rid of my scraps. Evening, Ilse. Me and Mum are doing okay, thank you. Bit rough around the edges, but what's new? Okay, let's grab this here. I'm not sure we'll be able to do a full wreath. Let's stamp it on my grid paper and see what happens, shall we? This is what grid paper's for, isn't it? Honey roasted nuts for me, Margaret. Yes, they sound divine. I'll have some of those. Oh, I suppose we could. Look. Oh, I quite like that. What if we did that as the top and the bottom? Okay, let's now see if I can recreate that. So if we did it at the bottom... No, let's do it at the top. Sorry, we did it at the sides. Oh, I like it. what do we think, guys? I quite like that. Right, let's do a little bit of colouring, shall we? I've got a light old olive here. I'm going to quickly colour in these leaves. Now, I personally tend to start with a light shade first, but I know lots of people do this differently. This is what I call quick colouring, so I'm not being too careful with colouring in the whole image. And then let's do a dark old olive. And this just adds a little bit of shading and a little bit of depth to your leaves, to your colouring. I tend not to overthink my colouring too much and just put the colour down. I know a lot of people are really considered about the shading. I'd love to say that I am, but I would be telling porkies. And I want to be on Father Christmas's nice list this year, not the naughty list. Okay. And then I'm going over where the light and the dark meet to just blend the two together. Oh, you've opened a packet of coconut wafer chocolates that you bought in Vienna. They are yummy. Oh, they do sound yummy. I bought some hazelnut ones back, took them into work, and yeah, me and the girls enjoyed those. Okay, so just go over it until you're happy with it. And then we can add some colour to our flowers. Okay, so flowers, what colour should we do those flowers? I want to do them in Calypso Coral, I think. You have to test them. Yeah, you do. Oh, Blackberry Bliss, that would have been a nice one as well. Maybe next time, Courtney. Oh, I've missed a leaf. I have to go back over that. So I'm just doing the same, just adding in a bit of dark shading. What colour is that? This is Calypso Coral, this shade. So if I hold that up, it now looks like that. And I'm quite pleased with that. So now let's bring in Mr. Owl, shall we? I am going to go for, where are they? This one here. I am going to go with this one, I think. Let's see. Oh, look at her, isn't she cute? I want to call this one a girl because the other one's got a bow tie on. So let's do this one. Okay, I want Memento ink again. Perfect. Okay, so this is where I colour my owl. So I have got light and dark crumb cake. So I'm going to add my, I'm going to colour with the felt tip end. And I'll show this to you every sort of step. Okay, so there is my light shade. And then I'm going to go in with my dark around the top of the eyes. And just a little bit on the tummy. Okay. So I've now got it looking like this. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in my light shade again, and I'm going to go over that just where the two colours meet. Okay. Yes, Let, my work here is done. I'm very pleased that you now need them. Okay, so I've done that. And then I'm just going to bring in a bit more dark shading around the top of the eyes, tip of the tummy. So what this does, and this is what I love about the blends, is just building up the colour gradually. Okay, so there is Mr. Owl's face and tummy, and I'm really happy with that. So you can see there's some shading. Where's my doobie? There it is. There's some shading around the top of the eyes and just in the tummy. Okay, so just really building up that colour gradually. And then I have SU 400 and SU 600. These are the natural tone blends, and I'm really sorry, I'm not sure that you can still get these. I've had a look on the website. I can't see them on there, so I'm really sorry, but they're really good. If you haven't got them, you should have bought them when they came out. But I'm going to do exactly the same. So I'm going to start with my light shade here. I will check to see if you can still get them. I thought they were in the annual catalogue. I'll check in a second. It's probably me just not searching for the right thing. Oh, and these ears. Oh, her ears, isn't she? We're going to make this one a girly. Let's just check. Are they in this catalogue? No, they're not. You won them in a raffle. Well, that's even better. No, gang, so I don't think they are a current item, so I'm really sorry that I'm using them, but they are honestly the best colours to use for the my owl. What you could use is you could use the bronze. The bronze is not too dissimilar. Or you could use soft suede. Soft suede would just be a little bit darker, but they would still work. Okay, but if you have these dark shades, use the dark ones. Okay, so now I'm going to add in my little bit of shade on his wing, on her wing. And then up here. 128 in the annual. Belinda, you may have saved my bacon. There they are. They're a bit hidden, aren't they? So number nine, natural tones Stampin' blends. So you can still buy them. They're the same price as the other blends. They're £8.50 for each set. And you've got light, medium, medium deep, and deep. So yeah, they are definitely labelled differently. I did not search. Well, I thought I searched for natural, but anyway, they're on page 128. I would not have expected to see them there though. I would have expected to see them here or here. So if you're looking for them, page 128. Thank you, Belinda. Much appreciated. And Kerry, thank you very much, girls. I'm glad you've got my back. Okay, so I'm just going to go over now with my light. And there we have her. So that is my little owl, sort of fur and belly coloured. I'm going to do a little bit of smoky slate around the eye. I'm trying to keep the tone quite natural. And then for the beak, I am going to use Dark Daffodil Delight. Although this is Light Mango Melody, it's got the wrong label on it. But you get the gist of it. Okay. Nicola, just out of work, so we'll watch from the beginning. Okay, my lovely. Hope you had a good day. Now let's cut this little owlie out, shall we? So our little owl is going to be flying into our wreath, and we're going to add a little bit more foliage. It's a good word, that, foliage, to bring her together. Okay, so I'm cutting this out with just a little white border around the edge. It's also quite nice not to do Christmas cards. I'm a little bit Christmas crafted out, and we haven't even decorated yet. But yeah, I'm kind of done with Christmas crafts now. I've been Christmas crafting since July. And there is my little owl, and I think she looks quite sweet at the bottom, kind of in the middle of that. What do you think? I quite like her. And then 95. My goodness, Debbie, that's a lot of Christmas cards. Okay, my card base, give that a nice crease. And we've got a tent fold, so we're going to pop this down. I might just put a little layer of Calypso coral under that. What do we think? Yeah, I think that lifts it just nicely. I'm going to keep my matte layer to quite small though. So that is 13.9, so I'm going to take it up by 3, so 14, 14.1, 14.2, and then 9.8. You haven't even started your Christmas cards yet. Well, there's plenty of time, Kerry, and if you don't get them done in time, what's the worst that can happen? What I say this year to everybody, just don't stress. Just don't stress. I've been saying that repeatedly to myself as well, can you tell? I think this may have just... Oh yeah, look, he's run out. this was the other thing I need to order. So I went to do an order earlier and I knew there was something I'd forgotten, and it was a refill of this. So let's add this to my layer there. Oh my goodness, it's not my day. I won't be using that anymore this evening. Good old Tombow. So you've not made any either. Don't worry, you've got plenty of time, because this year we can just blame it on the postal strikes. People don't get Christmas cards. Oh, I did send it. Must have got lost in the post. Okay. So it's coming together nicely. Oh, this is a little tip actually. You can see on here I've got some fraying on my cardstock. It means your blade is getting a bit blunt. If you get that, just follow the edge down with the blade of your scissors, and like magic, it disappears. My little fun fact of the day. So let's put Mrs. Owl on, and I'm going to pop her on with a dimensional. Like so, but I think she needs a little bit more of something. So let's grab this back in. So that's going to be too big to use in one go, but we could use a bit of it. So let's stick this to a block. White card now. I think that's thick. This is it. This will work. Okay. So this image is also from Decorative Borders, so let's just give this a little colour, and I'm going to do my super speedy colouring. My blend is running out. Must add blends to my shopping list. How are we doing? Are you all sticking with me out there? Who's got the Christmas decorations up there? That's a good question to ask. Has anyone done that bit yet? Okay, so I just want a partial bit of this for both sides. No. Me neither, Margaret. Me neither. Okay, so I've chopped this in half because I only want to use a bit of it. I want to create a little bit of depth to our wreath, so I'm just going to snip that off, and then look, this is just adding in down there. Family arrive on the 23rd, so they'll be up on the 22nd. Oh my gosh, so Ours will go up on the evening of the 30th because the children will wake up on the 1st to the house all decorated, and the elf will be back. Okay, so I've now just added a little bit of foliage, and I think that just finishes off our little owl in his wreath perfectly. Doing yours at the weekend, lovely stuff. Let's doing hers at the weekend. Looking forward to seeing all the photos, girls. Okay, so now what do we think? You love the tradition but hate the faff of text. That's exactly what it is. It's faff, isn't it? Okay, so can we use this? I think congratulations is just going to be far too big. Yeah, look, it's far too big. So I have another idea. Buying tree Monday. I take it that's a real tree, Alison. Okay, I'm just going to see what I've got over here. What's this one here? Just saying hello. That there? What do you think? I quite like that. We could stamp that in the green. Oh, we've got You Are Simply Fabulous. No, I like Just Saying Hello. Just saying hello, because that's what she's doing. She's flown in just to say hello. Now let's stamp this in Pear Pizzazz. No, Old Olive. I've used Old Olive, haven't I? Now let's give this a little cut out. I've just had a completely different idea fly into my head. So this might be going in the bin, this sentiment. Green seems a bit weird. I think I've used a reddy colour on this and it's not quite clean. Oh no, I quite like that actually. What do you think, guys? Have I ever cut myself? Probably at some point, Courtney, yes. At some point I have done. I don't remember it fully, so it couldn't have scarred me, which is good really. You know, you have your favourite sentiment. My favourite sentiment in the whole catalogue is this here, have a perfect birthday. So I just want to measure. Do we put that on it? Or do we put that on it? Have a little practice with something. This one here. This is what I do. This is called faffing. So Sue, like you faff with your Christmas decks, I faff with my sentiments. Okay, so that's a centimetre wide, that piece. Now let's see if I can stamp that on here. But I'm going to stamp it in Calypso Coral because I think it's the green that's bothering me. Once more. Oh, let's go with this one. No, definitely not that. We're going with this. Okay. You have to try these things, don't you? If you don't try them, you will never know. So let's put this on now. She's flown in just to say hello. What do you think of that, guys? I'm really pleased with her. I think she looks lovely. I'm just going to put a piece of this and this inside to make it feel equally as strong, and we did 14.2, didn't we, by 9.8. Oh, thank you, Joanna. It's very kind of you to say. Okay, I'm going to leave this one blank because it's one of those cards that you might want to write quite a big message in. So I'm not going to put anything on the inside. So there we have it. That is our any occasion card using adorable owls and decorative borders. Now, I didn't see wreath straight away on there, but I'm really glad I've done that. I'm really pleased with that, and I quite like the white space on it. And even though I stamped it further down than I would have liked, I quite like how it's turned out. So let me know what you think in the comments. And what time are we? We are 1:45. So can we make a quick Christmas card in 15 minutes? What do you reckon? I think we can do it, don't you? Okay, so I have got here same card base. But let's stamp an owl first, shall we? Oh, here's another one I made earlier. It's not an owl, but it is using this little Santa hat that I'm just about to use. I quite like this, and I've used lots of dots. You can do it. I can do it when you're being cute. Okay, let's get some red card. I'm feeling red this evening. Now, my mum once told me, Mother, if you're watching, red and white should, what's the saying? Red and white should stay out of sight. So I feel like I can't do red and red, so let's do this red and red here. So let's do 10 centimetres by 14.4 centimetres. It's red and green. Should okay, Mum, you're gonna, if you're watching, you're gonna have to put this in the comments because people are probably thinking I'm bonkers or more bonkers. Okay, so we've got that. Let's do a little bit of blending. Let's really ruin this piece of grid paper because I love to ruin some grid paper. Hi, Glenda. all the way from Australia. Thanks for joining me. I am going to make a quick Christmas card. I'm just going to add some colour to this piece of real red card. So I'm using Merry Merlot, unless there's a colour in between. Okay, so I could have got away with that because the owls would have been a different colour, wouldn't they? So I'm just following this around. This is one of my favourite techniques, to use dark ink, a darker shade of ink on a lighter shade cardstock. So this is Merry Merlot ink on real red cardstock. Sorry, I got sidetracked there reading the comments about what I'm gabbling on about. Okay, so I'm just creating a little feature in the centre of this card. Lovely. Love that. Okay, let's put that to one side to dry, and then we want to stamp another owl. Run out of scraps. Red and green should never be seen unless there's a colour in between. Don't know if there's any more to the rhyme. I think there is. Let's do our little man. Our smart little owl that's got his bow tie on, and it's going to be his Christmas bow tie. So I've got my smart owl, and then in Jingle 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 we want the Santa hat. So you can see where I'm going with this. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so let's quickly colour Mr. Owl in. If you've just joined me, this is a stamp set that is in the Celebration promotion that starts in January, and it's one that you can earn for free when you place a £45 order. And this little owl has stolen my heart. So I've used light crumb cake to start us off, and now I'm using dark crumb cake to add in my shading, followed by some more light. Let's have some yellow for the beak and the wing and the feet. And then we're going to colour Mr. Owl in. This is my light shade. And then I want my dark shades. I've actually picked up a darker shade this time. And these are the natural tones blends that, as we've established, are on page 128 of the annual catalogue. Cute, super cute. We want some smoky slate for his eyes, and then we're going to do that bow tie in red. So I've got dark real red here, and I'm going to do dark real red on this hat. And he is going to be the smartest little owl at the Christmas party. So now I'm just going over with light cherry cobbler. And there we have it. What do we think? Let's just cut this out. Give him a little cut out. Don't really need to worry too much about his ear because that's where the Santa hat is going to go. When I was on stage, someone reminded me of the Thrive project theory. So before you buy something new, or before you pick up something new, you should make 5 projects with your stamp set. So this is project number 4. But you know what? I'm not ready. I'm not done. I'm not finished with it. I want to carry on. And I think it's just nice to play with something that, I know I'm doing Christmas here, but that isn't Christmas. Okay. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of shading to that white, I think, because it feels too clinically white. Look at the Christmas owl. I love him. Let's do a little bit of ivory. I want it to be a sort of creamy colour. Better. And then I'm going to use the colour lifter on it. So you're not going to be able to see this on screen too much. But it's just taken that out a little bit. Let's take all my rubbish, pop it over there, and I'm going to add this piece of card to my card base. Like so. Look at how cute that is. Now I have here a little die that I have already cut out. So I think I'm just going to stick him in the middle of my card with a sentiment underneath. What do you think? Yeah, okay. So if I put that in the middle, that's too white, I think. We could dull it down a bit, couldn't we? Just hear me out. Nope, I'm getting rid of the dye altogether. Where did his Santa hat go? There it is. Okay, let's put him down here. I'm just going to slide that little dimensional underneath his ear, and then this is going on the top. Well, how cute is Mr. Owl? Mr. Christmas Owl, and we now need a Christmas sentiment. So let me grab a Christmas stamp set, because we can't use that one. One moment, gang. What have we got? Okay. Christmas greetings there. I feel like I've lost some Christmas stamp sets, because I now can't find a sentiment. Here we go. Here is one. This is the one I want. This was what I was looking for. So where did my little strip go? And I'm going to keep it really simple with just Happy Christmas. Does what it says on the tin. And I'm going to stamp this in black. Gotta love scraps of white card, haven't you? Except not when you don't cut it properly. That's very wonky. Yay or nay, what do we think? I like it. I know it's very simple, but Christmas cards don't have to be really fussy. There we go. That is my Christmas owl, and I quite like him. He's simple. He does what it says on the tin. I might add a couple of little gems here and there, but I am really quite chuffed with that. So tonight we've made 2 cards with adorable owls. They are very different to one another. We've got some fun techniques going on there. So on this one here, the non-Christmassy one, we've used this image from the Decorative Borders stamp set. This is new, it's in the new January to April mini catalogue, and I've created a little wreath style image behind my owl, and then I finished off with a simple sentiment there. And then for this one we have used adorable owls, and I've kept it really simple again, very simple layout. I've used Merry Merlot ink to go around the edge of my card with a blending brush. There are some new blending brushes coming in January, watch this space. And that's onto real red card, and then I've added my little Santa hat from the Jingle 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 stamp set here onto my owl, and then ended with a simple Merry Christmas stamp set. So I feel like I've used so much tonight, but I've had a thoroughly enjoyable evening, so thank you to everyone who's joined me. If you're not on my mailing list already and you'd like a copy of the new mini catalogue and celebration brochure that's got our owls in, do send me your postal address. I can post it anywhere in Europe, in the countries that Stampin' Up are available in, and all I need is your name and your postal address and I'll get one sent to you. If you've shopped within the last 6 months, you'll get one automatically, and I'm ordering those on the 1st of December, so they'll be with you hopefully by the end of the year, and it starts on the 5th of January. So guys, that is it from me tonight. Thank you so much for spending just over an hour with me. It's been a really nice way to start my week. I'll be live again on Wednesday, but over on YouTube. You can just search for Stacey Marsh, Stampin' with Stacey Marsh on YouTube, or you can go to staceymarsh.co.uk to find my YouTube channel. I will be sharing details of the last chance sale on Wednesday, and that is everything in this catalogue that's not carrying over, and there are some amazing bargains to be had. Some items are down for as little as like £2, so do come back and join me on Wednesday and I'll be going through that. If anyone wants to get in touch in the meantime, I'd love to hear from you, even if it's just to say hi. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a lovely week, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye for now.